Brexit schmexit, who cares? And we talked about it months ago. We said that we thought the British should not vote to leave the European Union. Still their decision. They can do what they want. Our stock market can run around, have a good time, and do whatever it wants. Big deal. That was the British decision. But the problem that's out there that everybody's ignoring is our foreign policy. It's been clear and obvious from these videos we've been putting up that we believe the president's foreign policy is horrible. It stinks. Thought the best way, he and his advisors thought the best way to deal with our adversaries is to ignore them, but it doesn't work. So there's a great article today about how the Russians are harassing our diplomats. The president's doing nothing about it. They go and complain. Secretary of State Kerry complains, and they all go and talk in big words. And, hey, the world's great, and history is going to go against the Russians. No, it isn't. It's not going to matter. What matters is what our diplomats have to go through. Russians going in, defecating in their homes. Russians going in and kicking in the doors. Russians going in and following their kids to school and doing all that kind of stuff. What is going on here? The Russians running around and buzzing our Navy. The Russians running around and buzzing our Air Force. And then we find out that the Russians went into the DNC with a cyber attack and took all the information from the DNC, Democratic National Committee. And what do? Nothing, because the president and his advisors thinks the best way to deal with these people is to ignore them. It'll go away. Yeah, it's going to go away because, Mr. President, you're not going to be president in a couple months. The new president's going to have to deal with it. And as we have said from the beginning, the president, by withdrawing any influence from our friends and from our enemies and our adversaries and leaving the world alone, has done nothing but make the world a more dangerous place for everyone, including us. And the next president's going to have to deal with it. When that happens, President Obama will go, well, it's not my fault. I was just friendly with everybody. Ain't working, Mr. President. You went to Britain. You said, hey, we're putting you in the back of the queue if you vote for Brexit. They voted for Brexit. President Obama doesn't matter. He tries to do what he does, but he's horrible in foreign policy. His advisors are horrible, and now we have the Russians going crazy and going after our diplomats. And what are we doing? Nothing. Why are we harassing their diplomats? Why are we making it tough for their diplomats? This, hey, I'm just going to turn the other cheek, doesn't work in this world. You have to push back sometimes. You have to say to the bully, I'm not putting up with it anymore. Everybody knew it as little kids, and it's obvious now. It's horrible. The president puts up with it, lets it go, and lets our American citizen diplomats get pushed around. We're going to have some real problems when we get a new president, because Putin's just going to keep on pushing and do what he wants to do. And all we do is sit back and take it and say, hey, we're just the bad guys. No, we're not. We're the good guys. Don't anybody tell you otherwise. We're the good guys. We're the ones who stand up for morals. We're the ones who stand up and say things are wrong. And whether or not we back a good or bad, whatever people think are good or bad regimes, we try to push them to do the right thing. Russians don't care. They're just trying to push us as far as they can go till one day something's going to explode and it's not going to be good. But it always works out in the end because this is a great country and things happen here the way they should. So keep a smile on your face, but keep your eyes open. Foreign policy. It's our real black swan. Peace.